Hey everybody, and welcome back for another episode of Bravo Bassin. Well, it's raining again. I mean, it rains in this state so much, I don't even know what to think about that. It has rained so much this year and so much this summer that it's been really hard to get out and fish or even catch fish because it just keeps raising the river levels, muddying up the lakes, and it's just been a mess. And it's storming right now, pretty strong thunderstorm. I don't know if you can hear the rain. But can't get out and fish, so I figured I'd do a little tackle review. I just got a bunch of new baits in and figured I'd talk to you about them and show you what I got. So let's dive into it. So I've been watching a lot of stuff on guys fishing Ned rigs, and me personally, I've never really fished a Ned rig. I mean, I've fished a lot of jigs, I've fished a lot of plastics as far as creature baits and worms and stuff like that, but I've never done a Ned rig. Well, this past year I've been watching a lot of videos on guys fishing Ned rigs, and I've really been interested in doing it. I just haven't gone out and bought the baits or anything, and I just finally broke down, so you know what, so I'm gonna get some Ned rig stuff. So that's what I did. I ordered a bunch of Ned rig stuff, and I picked up a few things from Field and Stream as well. I ordered a bunch of stuff. It's all Z-Man stuff except for this, which is Yum stuff, and we'll talk about. I got these from Field and Stream, and then all this stuff was ordered from a tackle warehouse, and I also got some Ned rig heads to go along with it. And I just wanted to talk about it and just tell you what I got, and then I'm going to shoot some videos of me out fishing it. I actually ordered all this stuff because I've been planning a bunch of smallmouth fishing trips on the river, and ever since I went and got to go bank fish a few weeks back and caught a really nice smallie, I got the big fever to get back down there, so I really wanted to get some of this stuff because I know it's going to be really good for smallmouths. But unfortunately, it started raining again, and the rivers are so blown out. I mean, it's like class 5 whitewater rapid stuff out there, so not going to be fishing it anytime soon. It's going to take, you know, several weeks for that to go back down after it finally stops raining. So when I get to it, I'll get to it and I'll make a video of it. But first I want to talk about is, so I ordered all my Z-Man stuff from Tackle Warehouse, and got a bunch of different colors, different sizes, and they actually make two different ones. And if you guys don't know what a Ned rig is, basically it's a Cinco cut in half, hooked on a jig head. And I will show you the jig heads, and I'll show you another jig head that you can use too if you don't want to buy the Z-Man weighted ones that are like flat and stuff. You can use a regular like crappie jig head, certain size, for grubs and still do the same thing. You don't have to go buy the specific one. I personally like the Z-Man jig heads, so that's why I went ahead and got them. They're really not that expensive, and you can get a lot lighter weights, and I just like the way they look, so that's why I got them. It was kind of a personal preference. So the first things I got was these bad boys right here, which are the these are the Black and Blues Finesse TRDs. That's what all these are, is the Finesse TRDs. These are in black and blue, super great color. I don't know if you guys can see them real well, but they're awesome. They look great. I can't wait to fish them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get 8 in a pack. So I got them in blue. I got a blue because blue black is always a great way to go. Then I got this PB&J color, which I love, and you're probably not gonna be able to see it too well because the light's not that great. But just think about peanut butter and jelly mixed on that, and it looks so good that I know that those fish are gonna crunch that. So I'm pretty excited about fishing those. I also picked up green pumpkin, which, you know, if anybody fishes any kind of plastics, you know, green pumpkin is the way to go. I mean, great color, catches fish. And then I also picked up this color, it's green pumpkin orange, which I really think is good. It looks a lot like the colors of crawdad. Got a really cool color in there. I don't know if you can see that really well, but it's green pumpkin on top with some flake, and then it's got orange in it, and that looks really good. I think that's going to be great for smallmouth too. And then I got, this is the Drew's Crawl is what they call it. And this is actually kind of a, watermelon green on top, shad color on the bottom, flake in it. I don't know if you guys can see that real well, if the light's catching it or not, but really cool looking color. I think all these are going to produce really, really well. I'm really excited to actually get out and get a chance to start fishing these. I'm glad I pulled the trigger on it. Like I said, it should be fun. And there's a lot of videos out there. This is a finesse type thing. So a lot of guys throw these on their spinning reels and stuff. I've seen a couple guys when they use heavier weights throw them on their bait casters. I'm probably going to throw them on a spinning reel, but I'm probably going to try a few on one of my bait casters that actually is really good for throwing lighter lures, just to see if it'll throw it. And I'm excited. But they also make, Z-Man makes these ones that have a longer tail on it. So I got watermelon red in that, and I got, it's called the Deal. It's a finesse shad is what they call it, the finesse shad. And then I got green pumpkin. So the watermelon red is a really cool looking one. Hopefully you guys can see that. Really great one. But what's really awesome about these have a super longer tail than the regular Ned rig. And I'm going to pull one of these out just to show you. You can see it has more like a shad body and a tail on it. And see that little tail? And I guarantee you when that's going in the water, see how it's flicking in my hand? That thing's just going to crush some fish. So I'm excited to fish those. Very excited to fish those. But that's the watermelon, green pumpkin, like that. And then this one, the Deal, is a really cool shad color. It's got blue in it and some purples and some grays. And just a really, really good looking shad color. Hopefully you guys can see that a little bit. But really awesome. These baits run, the Z-Mans run $4.99 for a pack of 8. I don't think that's too bad. I bought a whole bunch of different ones because I want to try a bunch of different colors, kind of see what works out. But if you don't want to spend that much on the Z-Man baits, that's why I got these Yums. And I picked these up at Field and Stream. I was actually walking around looking for some other stuff, and I saw these, and so I picked them up. Yums makes baits to do Ned rigging, and they're not near as expensive. Instead of spending, $5 for a pack, you can buy a pack of these, and I think there's 10 of these. There's 12 of these in here, and you can get these for like $3. So you can save yourself $2 a pack if you go this way. And if you buy them at Field and Stream does a lot of deals where you buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 3 get 1 free. So I think that's what I did with this. So I bought 2 and I got the third one free, or they'll do it like buy 2 get this next one half off type thing. So it's really worth it to try these, and these really good size. Let me see. I got one of these. A couple different sizes, but I mean they're perfect size to run on a Ned rig. I got green pumpkin, and this one is green pumpkin purple flake, and this one is watermelon. These are the watermelon red flake. And the only thing that I couldn't find is that I didn't find a bunch of different colors. Like the Z-Man has tons of different colors, so you can buy all kinds of colors. And I was able to get a lot of different variety. Where the Yums ones only had a few, and these ones, they have white and they had a couple other colors. They didn't have a blue. If they had a blue black, I probably would have got it. I think they had a blue, but they had a white. But I just picked up the green pumpkin, and I really like the one with the purple in it because that was kind of the darkest one I could find. And then the watermelon. So let me show you guys these. See if I'm going to push them up here so you can kind of see them in the pack. So that's the green pumpkin. And then I don't know if you guys are being able to see this, but this is actually really cool. It's probably not going to show up in light, but this is the green pumpkin with purple in it, and it looks really good in the light. It's a really cool color. And then this is the watermelon red ones, and the watermelon red ones are a little bit larger than those, so you could actually fish this on like a, let's see, I'll take one of these out, but it's not a really big one, but you could actually wacky rig this and fish it too, and it's a really good color. So I wanted to try them all and see what's up, because if I can pick up the same stuff for a little bit less, I'm definitely gonna do it. I definitely am a budget guy when it comes to things, but I love the colors that Z-Man has, so I was more than willing to pick because I know these things are gonna catch fish. And now to show you kind of what you would throw it on hook wise, I got my terminal tackle box right here, and I ordered the 110 and the 1/15 ounce heads from Z-Man, and so the only difference is one's a little bit bigger than the other. So this is the 110. Hopefully you guys can see that, and then this is the 115, and this is them together. If you look, you can see the head's a little bit bigger. Size-wise, if I can put them together, it's just a little bit bigger. I don't know if you guys can really see that really well. Let me do it like that. It's a little bit longer hook, a little bit bigger hook, and then the heads are a little bit, if you look at the head's got a little bit more weight on it. But what's really cool about these is that, make sure I put them back where they belong. There's a nifty little keeper right here on it, so when you put your bait on, it slides back and that locks your bait in place, so it's not supposed to come off. I know some people say that works really good. I know other people say that you might need to take a little drop of super glue so you're not having to push your bait up all the time. I saw a video with Fluke Master said that these things will eventually wear out and break off. So I'll let you know as I fish it. I'll let you know how it goes. But you know, I guess this little drop of super glue on there works really well. And they said use the gel super glue so it doesn't run. I'll let you know. But basically that just hooks on there. You just hook it. You just run it through like a regular worm, and you'll pull it through and slide it on and just chuck it out there and go to town, catch some fish. And so I ordered a couple packs of those. I had actually already started unpacking all this stuff and was going to start putting it up, and then I was like, you know what, I should shoot a video. So that's why I'm doing it. But if you don't want to take your time and spend the money on buying those, and you want to just go cheaper and save yourself a little money, you can always buy these type of jig heads right here. I mean, they're crappie jig heads, but it'll work the same way. It's literally the same thing. The only difference is it's not flat. It's just rounded. That's all it is. You're substituting this flat little round head like that that'll stand up versus this head. But either one of these, when they drop down, are going to go like that when they hit the bottom. So if you don't want to spend the money on these, because these are like $4.99 for a pack of, I think, 5. And then these you can buy in bulk for way less. I mean, because they're just lead. So it's really up to you what you want to use. Any one of them will work. I have a bunch of these in my box, and then I have a bunch of those. So it's up to you, whichever you want to try. Either way it works. You can throw it either way. Whatever your budget goes. I wanted to try the different heads of the Z-Mans, and I actually, since I got them in, I like them, and I'm pretty happy with them, so probably going to keep buying those. But I keep these on hand, just in case I run out of those, you got your backup, you know. So, pretty cool deal. If you guys haven't Ned rig fished, because I haven't really Ned rig fished. I fished a lot of other things, but haven't really done it, but I really want to get into it. It looks like a great finesse bait, and I'm really excited. It looks really like it's really, really awesome for smallmouth, and that's what I'm really excited for. And that's kind of why I really decided to buy it all, because I really want to go target a bunch of smallmouth here, and that's my game plan, is to get out on the rivers. I just wish they would go down and the rain would stop, but I'm going to get out there and fish them in the next few months and do a bunch of smallmouth fishing. But basically, I just wanted to show you guys what I got. This is what came in. I'm pretty excited to fish it. I definitely recommend you trying it. Like I said, I'm always out trying new baits. I've really, this year has been a year for me to pick up new stuff and try it. And I've been following a lot of different people on YouTube and seeing what they're catching them on. And I follow several people that are actually in Virginia. If you guys haven't checked out SB Fishing TV, you should check him out. He's north of me. You should check out Water Warrior Fishing. He does a really good job, and they're not too far away. Those guys are, you know, a couple hours north of me, and really good. And then if you haven't checked out YouTube fishing videos or YouTube fishing vids, check him out too. Super cool guy. He lives in Maryland, I believe, but he comes down and fishes in Virginia all the time. And so I've been following a lot of guys locally. Check out One Cast, One Reel. I've been following him too. We've actually sent some messages back and forth. I hope to collaborate and go fish with him. But those guys that are all in my state of Virginia that are YouTubers, that are pretty big YouTubers, and I've been watching a lot of stuff what they've been throwing and fishing, and you know, trying some new stuff that they're trying. You know, I don't really, you know, they throw some jigs and stuff. I've never really been a big jig guy. I don't know why. I've always had a couple, but I've never really pulled them out and just thrown them. But I think I'm going to start forcing myself to throw. I'm talking about the big jigs. I'm not talking about this type of jigs. I've thrown this type of stuff my whole life. You know, I've always had different types of. I used to always throw white Mr. Twisters and white and pink Mr. Twisters and yellow Mr. Twisters on that jig head, and I'd catch bass and crappie. It's kind of my go-to crappie type stuff fishing and finesse fishing stuff. But this stuff is something, you know, doing the Ned rig is something I wanted to try and get into and start doing that as a finesse deal. But as far as the big bass jigs, you know, that have the skirts on them and stuff, I've never really fished a whole lot of them, because I remember watching Bill Dance and Roland Martin years ago and fishing that stuff, and they're catching fish all the time, and I've tried them. I've just never had any luck, and maybe I just didn't try it long enough or give it enough time. So that's one of the things that I really want to start fishing. I'm also going to start fishing swim jigs. I've watched a lot of videos this year of guys using swim jigs, and they seem to do really well. So my next purchases as far as tackle are going to be swim jigs to start throwing and see how that works. I use a lot of creature baits in my plastics, so I have a lot of good trailers for swim jigs. So I'm excited, you know, and I always tell everybody, you know, when you get out there, man, try some different stuff. You know, don't when you go to the tackle store, wherever you go or wherever you order from, whether it's Tackle Warehouse or Bass Pro Shops, or if you're going to Field and Stream, pick up one thing that you normally don't use. I kind of make myself do that. I go through and I shop and stuff, and I'll find the things that I want, and then I'll pick up one lure or one thing that I'm not used to throwing, that I haven't thrown, that I've seen people catch fish on, and I'll pick it up and try it. And if it works for me, it ends up becoming a staple in my tackle box. And if it doesn't, then it's just something I got there, and you know, I'll try it later, you know, and I'll mess with it here and there. But it's not going to hurt you if it's only a couple bucks and you're going to get into it. I've actually been investing a little bit more money and stuff, you know, like I really got into Whopper Ploppers this year, and love them. I'm going to dedicate a whole tackle box to them, a whole one box to them, not a whole big box, but just one tray to Whopper Ploppers. And if you're not fishing a Whopper Plopper, you need to. And I've stressed that in several videos lately, because it's been like a go-to bait for me this summer. It's caught me tons of fish, and you just can't go wrong with it. But with that all being said, you know, I hope you guys like it. You know, that's my gear that I just got. I definitely would say get out and try to fish a Ned rig. As soon as I can get out and try to fish these, I'm going to shoot a video. I'm going to show you what colors were working and what colors weren't working. Show you what kind of fish I was catching. And you know, hopefully you guys check out that video too, and hopefully you learn something, because that's why I'm doing this YouTube stuff, is so, you know, I can tell you guys what I'm catching stuff on. And, you know, I'm always looking at the comments below. You know, do me a favor, leave questions, leave comments. Tell me what your go-to lures are, what you guys are using, or what new stuff you're trying. Also, you know, if you got anything you'd like to see me do, or see the types of stuff you'd like to see me do, or you got any questions, leave them down there. I answer everything. I read all the comments that come. And do me a favor, you know, hit that subscribe button, hit that little bell button so you get the notifications, hit that little thumbs up button so, you know, I get that like. And do yourself a favor, get out there, get your lines wet, catch some fish.